Farouk system is known for innovation. We're always first, in hair color, ammonia-free hair color. And, this is the most creative that you can be. We've always reached, in the past for tools, we reached for NASA, and now we reach for LGHH in South Korea because of their knowledge of electronics, and that we are able to introduce the best machine, perfect formulas all the time, and easy to learn. I am curious. I want to learn how to use it. I want to be a certified color machine, color master machine. So to this, I'm going to introduce to you Miss Avelina. Miss Avelina is a great hair color artist. She's been working in the lab for several years on this project, over 3 years. So she's the mother of invention, shall we say that. So Avelina, can you brief us how to use this machine and how simple it is to do?
Right. Hi, everyone. This machine is actually very easy to use. It's very user-friendly, which is going to be, the best thing that, coming up for everybody for the new year. Mr. Farouk had an idea a long time ago, and with a lot of hard work with Mr. Lee, LG, and the team, we've been able to finally come to this point and present to you this innovative machine. Now, the thing with this machine that's great is that you are reducing your inventory in the salon. So we all know how much inventory we have in the back bar. We also have managed to bring in 12 cans. And out of these 12 cans, we have formulated 108 wall chart colors. So from there, we've been able to formulate several thousand colors and formulations for hairdressers. We have managed to test a lot of these formulations, and also keeping in mind that not every hairdresser is going to want to use our suggested formulas. So there we have the other manual mode, another mode that we can use for the hairdressers to still use their artistic creativity and develop hair colors for their clients.
Okay. So how many cans are there?
So right now we have 12 cans in here. Cans 1 through 10 are our colors, our liquid colors.
Can you open it?
Yes. So by opening it on the left side here, you unlock and open. And I'm going to take out a can so you can see. Just have to turn it back. And here, this one here is our developer, and all our cans will have the number on there. And this will be for every single can. Every single can has a slot, and the number will be inserted of that can will be inserted into.
It has to be in the perfect location.
In that location.
Very good. Very good. Okay.
And so here we have the 11. We have 1 through 10. Those are our liquid colors. 11 and 12 are our developers. So from all of these colors, we are able to create a variety of different formulations, but it's not limited. So it's limitless. It's to infinity, because you can sit here and formulate and continue to formulate, add additives, and you're just able to create everything that you could possibly want. So I'm gonna go put this can back in.
Okay, so that's easy to assemble.
Easy.
Okay, next.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the machine on again from the back.
Okay. And this is connected to the internet?
The machine is connected to a power source, and we do have the tablet, touchscreen tablet, connected to an internet source. And from there, we're able to collect data and logs and everything that's needed. The hairdressers and the salon owners will be able to collect the data they need for their clients.
Okay.
And record it. All right, now we're showing you the machine at initializing. And what this does is it makes sure that each canister finds its location and place again prior to any dispenses throughout the day. This is done every single time that the machine is powered on, and it's also done throughout other services and other.
So once you turn it on and initialize, means all cans are fit in an exact place.
Correct.
And you know that exactly.
Yes.
So you're ready to go.
They all have their home. Yes.
Fantastic.
All right. So now we're going to go to the main screen. And here we show you this is the screen that the stylist will see. It has all the functions as far as your home screen, your management screen. That is, I'll get to that. That's going to show you different settings that you can put in place for your salon hours, and other maintenance settings. And then other settings here are for your hairdressers and employees. So we're going to go to add color formulation. And as you can see, it's very easy to use. It's all touchscreen, so everything should be very, very easy for people to learn. Over here on the top left, we have our home screen. Over here in the middle, we have another icon that is for your more private settings for the salon owner. And then you'll see here that we have a search bar. We also have add, and you have your stylist, your clients on the left side. Here are the clients that you have. If you don't want to scroll through and find them, you can use the search bar and enter their name. You can go and select a client here, and it'll show you the past, all of the services that they've had done. So every single service and every formula for that service is here with the date and time of the dispense.
Well, that depends, all information that's going to be entered in is going to be saved for the stylist and for the client as well.
Correct.
Or the fund. Wonderful.
Yes.
That is great. Okay. How do I color my hair? I have gray hair. I want to blend it. I want to cover it. Okay. I want the machine to tell me what color I have and what color I should use.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you need a suggested formula, we will have to go to the formulation mode. And here is where we either have the client stand here and make sure that their face is inside this circle here.
Okay, so I can do that.
Yes. We also have a tablet
Okay.
for that, and we can show with the simulation that way.
Okay. Can we do that?
Okay. And we're going to go over here to the wall.
And you can use your phone, your cellular
Use your phone. We do
your
have,
smartphone.
Yes.
Okay.
So the idea behind this is to make everything much easier for everyone. If you have multiple hairdressers, you are able to dispense multiple formulas or send multiple formulas to the machine. Now, granted, I know if the salon opens at 9 o'clock, for example, and you have 7 colors coming in, well, you can't dispense all of those and at the same time, but we can have them queued up in the machine.
One after the other.
One after the other.
One after the other. That's
So,
easy. That's
yes,
wonderful.
It's very easy.
That's
And
good
then-
management for the stylist.
And so with the tablet and the application on the phone, the stylist will be able to take pictures from their station of their clients. From there, they can send the formula that's simulated or the other formula to the machine. And if you come over here, we'll take your picture.
Okay.
You stand behind the wall here.
All right.
So
I want to show my gray hair. Okay.
okay, so we can't.
What
see
does the
that.
machine, what is the tablet? Okay.
So what the tablet does is it highlights the hair area.
All the hair. Yes.
All the hair, makes it white. Now,
All
if
right.
it does miss some, we have a brush here that we could use. And
Oh,
we
you
go
can. Oh, wow.
and do adjustments there.
Wow, that is great.
Yes. So
That's wonderful.
then we.
That's the artist.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. I want a medium brown.
Okay. So what we can do here.
Oh, show me the color I want. Maybe I want to be red. Yeah.
So we have the wall chart here
Okay.
with the 108 colors, and from here we can select your starting color. So we select your starting color, and then we go to the next screen.
So the machine tells me what is my starting color.
The stylist has to use his or her artistic
Oh.
eye to be able to figure that out. So we don't take everything away from the
All right.
stylist.
So, okay.
Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and select a starting color, and we're going to select a desired color.
Okay.
So here is where you can select your color.
I want like a medium brown,
Okay.
but I have like 50% gray.
Okay, and we do have that series in here.
Okay.
So we have the gray coverage series here. We're going to select a 55N for you.
Okay.
And then what it'll do, everything that it has.
So this is the end results. I
This
will
is the
have
end
that.
result, yes.
Fantastic. Oh, that's easy.
Yes.
That is simple. Okay, can we dispense the color? Show me how.
We can.
And how many ounces going to take for my hair?
Okay, so the next step would be to go to the formulation screen. And what that does, it shows you the formula that is suggested,
Okay.
that has been tested.
What is the formula say?
So this one is saying 7/8 55N and 1/8 of an ounce of gold additive
Okay.
with your 20 volume developer. Now, if
Okay.
you need to adjust your developer, you're able to do so here.
Okay.
If you need
No.
to adjust the quantity of the color, you can do
So
that as well.
I want like, 1 ounce.
Okay. So we have this combination here is 1 ounce of color and 1 ounce of developer.
Of develop, absolutely right.
Okay.
Equal parts.
Equal parts.
Yeah, and that's 20 volume as well, right?
20 volume.
And if I wanted 2 ounce,
You
I can just press 2 ounce.
Yes, you can make
Oh,
that
that's
adjustment.
simple.
Yes.
Okay. And how little can I mix color?
So we have the majority of our wall chart being able to cut down to, all the colors can cut down to about, well, for additives, it's going to vary, but for the colors, it's going to be half an ounce. The majority.
Half an ounce, or I understand, it's even for additive half a gram.
For additives, I can show you
Yeah.
that here. So for additives, we have all the additives here.
Okay, if I want it more blue or more gold or more whatever color I want, I have the choice.
Yes, you can
Right.
select that here, and you have the measurements for that. So
Okay.
we have from 1/60th of an ounce
Okay,
up to 1 ounce
all right,
of additives. So you can do shots, or you could do your quarter of an ounce
fantastic.
and move up from there.
Very good. Okay,
So-
now I'm ready for the
You're
color.
ready?
Yeah,
Okay, so we
I
have
want to
the
see
color
how
here,
it mixes the color.
and we're going to submit, and then we have our hairdressers here, and you select your hairdresser, hit submit.
All
And
right.
it's going to recognize the machine and
Okay.
send the formula there.
Okay.
And there's your formula.
All
Now,
right.
if you have multiple hairdressers and they're entering their formulas in as well, they're going to be queued up. But here we have the stylist. So you just come over here and you look for the stylist name,
Okay.
and you're able to see that that's.
The stylist.
stylist
Okay.
formula.
So now
So-
ready for dispense.
Now we have this fun little bowl here.
It has to be this
It
mixing
has
bowl.
to be this bowl. We have only tested with this bowl. The machine will only recognize the chi bowl.
Okay.
Okay, so we have to unlock here and open, place the bowl inside. Now inside there's also a sensor that is going to sense the weight. It's going to sense the bowl. There's no bowl in there. The machine will not dispense a formula. And it
Fantastic.
will let you know.
Okay.
It does talk. Okay,
All right.
all right, so then we're going to select and highlight your formula
All right.
and then dispense.
Preparing formula. Do not touch front door or machine.
No touch.
No touching. And then it also does a rotation, another initializing
Okay.
rotation.
So now
To dispense.
it gave me the formula.
Yes.
It gave me, what formula I'm going to have. And it will keep the formula. It will save the formula for me.
It'll keep the history of your formula.
Okay, fantastic. And
So-
it keeps the stylist and the client's information always.
Correct.
Fantastic.
Correct. So the other good thing about that is if you came back next month and you wanted the stylist to give you the same color, the stylist would be able to dispense that color just by going back to your profile and selecting that color. So you don't necessarily have to go back to through the same steps.
Okay.
So if
okay.
you're skipping all of that,
But I can still customize.
you can still
I can.
customize.
All right.
You can still
I
increase
can
and
adjust my
dispense.
formula at any time.
Correct.
So my creativity is there.
It's still there.
Fantastic. This is God's given,
Yes, it is.
to the hairdresser, make life easier.
Yes, and
You
the
know.
other good thing about this is that as the machine is dispensing, and by the way, the majority of our dispenses are about 2 minutes.
About maximum is 2 minutes. I
Maximum is
understand.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I see this, still, moving around and dispensing.
Yes, and so right now it's dispensing the developers, and remember, we only have 2 developers in there.
Yeah, we have 40 volume and 0 volume,
Zero.
and you can mix, 5 volume, 10 volume, 20 volume, 30 volume, 40 volume
Yes.
for high left.
Yes.
Yeah, the machine reads all of that.
So the machine
Yes,
is the formulations, the basic formulations from the wall chart are created from very simple algorithms that have been tried and tested. They match up to our Shine Shades wall chart. The difference is that here we created the in-between colors. We filled those in.
I understand we
So-
have about, like,
108.
you understand, there is 10,000 formulas for, let's say, gray coverage, and then for normal hair.
Yes.
And then for 50% gray hair. Okay,
She's
it's
ready.
complete.
Yes.
And then you have for 100% gray hair, So you have almost 30,000 initial formulas here, that to compare to and use your judgment. This is great. I know what I want, but the machine knows what it wants. And I like to check myself to see if my right formula is always, or if there is improvement. This is great. This is wonderful. So it's finished now?
Okay, so when it's finished with the dispense, it does tell you, as you heard. It also shows on the screen, you'll see the time, the suggested time that is also the same thing that our
The time,
Walter
how long to keep it on the hair, you
Correct.
mean?
The processing time
Fantastic.
gives you your formula.
There is the formula. This is the processing time. Excellent. Excellent.
So if for some reason the stylist walks away and leaves your formula in there, the machine does have an alarm setting. It will let you know that you need to remove the color. So
Okay.
there is also that, because we all forget. So we open it up here and remove, and here we have your formula.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so there is the peroxide, and there are the different colors that will make my 5N.
Yes.
Or 5.
Okay, and then so here we have a
The
you
mixer?
can see a mixer that's going to come with your kit.
Okay.
And what we did here is we created this so it could mix your color, get all the air bubbles out, and you can have a creamier and smoother application. And that also removes that oxygen, which sometimes can, cause some burning sensation. So this is very simple. You can change the setting. So right now it's set for 1 minute.
For 1 minute?
For 1 minute.
Okay, this is great, because, when your peroxide is thick, many people, don't mix enough and don't measure perfect. This is measure perfect. This is mix perfect.
Yes.
That's wonderful. And I think the more you mix it, the creamier it gets.
Correct.
That's
and,
wonderful.
And in this case, because we didn't dispense a high volume, the stylist can go back and finish smoothing out the lumps.
Yeah,
but most
use a
of
new
this
brush.
is already done for them.
Yeah.
So once it's done, it'll stop on its own. Now, in the meantime, the machine can continue to dispense other formulas that are cute.
Yeah, means the salon needs more than one mixing bowl.
Yes.
Okay, absolutely
Yes,
right.
and that will be, we'll have that discussion when we discuss the kit that comes with the machine, because you do have to use these bowls. And so that's your little setting. It's about to go off, and here we go.
Okay.
So
Wow.
there you go.
This is nice, creamy, and it smells good. That's wonderful. Fresh color all the time.
Yes.
That's okay. It's ready for my hair.
It's ready for you.
All right.
We're going to
All
have-
what I need a brush and a hair color expert.
we have
Maybe
an
Miss
expert here
Lisa.
for you.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello.
How are you, Lisa?
I'm good.
You've been working on this machine for many years as well
Yes.
and sharing your knowledge. So the color is ready for application.
You ready? This looks
I'm
beautiful.
always ready.
I love the way this mixed. So
Yeah.
nice. Well, let's put this on. So we did a 55N, right?
Okay.
55N, and the formula
Yeah.
for that was a 50
So-
additive
Awesome.
and a 20 volume developer.
So do I put a cape or am
I do have a
doing-
cape behind you here.
Oh,
sir. So
okay.
let me take this cape off right here.
That's service by Lisa.
Yes.
So in the meantime, while they're getting prepared to cover up those wonderful locks of Mr. Farouk, is going to
Wisdom.
his wisdom, going to
Okay.
show you some other brief basics on the machine and other things that we haven't covered yet. Now, some of the things that we're going over right now, that we're going to see some other videos showing this in more detail later. This is just to give you some brief basics so you can understand how easy the machine is to use. So first off, let me go to the management screen. Now, the machine has different settings that I told you about earlier, and you're going to get to those settings, obviously, in settings, but we're not going to go through that right now. That's going to be a separate video. From the settings, though, you're going to be able to set up your different maintenance, schedule your maintenances for the machine. The machine canisters are a bag and valve. There is gas inside of the canister, and the reason for that is that gas prevents the oxygen from oxidizing your color. That keeps your color lasting longer without it going bad if it's not being used. So because of that, we have a setting in here that you will be able to create a cleaning schedule for these canisters. They have to be dispensed even a little bit every few days to remove any oxygen that gets trapped inside the nozzle. Because if that oxygen gets trapped inside the nozzle, at your next dispense, you're going to see that in your color. And we know we don't want that, right? So if your salon opens, for example, at 8 o'clock in the morning, then you might want to do your cleaning for 8:30, just to make sure that everything is flushed out. And what it'll do is it'll give you a reminder for that cleaning. So when you get to the salon, if you have already scheduled that, it's not going to allow you to dispense a formula until you've done the cleaning. So as far as the cleaning goes, we have the scheduled cleaning. Will have all the check marks here checked for every single canister, because every time you replace a canister, you have to clean it. You can't just replace a canister and expect for it to be fine. We need to make sure that everything is working properly the way it should. So then you have your start. Now, the good thing about this machine too is that it alerts you when you're not doing something the way it's supposed to be done. So for example, earlier I told you about the alarm. If you don't remove the bowl from the scale, it's going to tell you. So the same thing here, if you don't have a bowl on the scale, it's going to tell you, so it's not going to dispense. So in order to clean, we have to make sure we have that in there. That's what she is telling us right now. So we're going to cancel that, but I just wanted to show you what that entails. Now, if you need to replace a can.
The selected canister has the canister been replaced?
So if you need to replace a can, it's going to do its rotation to get to that can. So if, for example, I want to replace canister 9 because I'm seeing it a little bit low and I need a lot of color for my next formula, we're going to select and highlight canister 9. It's going to rotate to canister 9. It's asking it's been replaced, and obviously not because it's there.
So, at all times you would know how much color there is in every can?
Yes, so there are levels per can.
Yes, ma'am.
So it will tell you. You can go and look at those yourself, and they're usually highlighted in red.
Okay.
When it's low, it shows red.
It shows you how much there is left and when to replace it.
Yes, so now if you're going to dispense a formula, and it's going to require it's going to use a can that's already low. It's going to tell you ahead of time that this canister might need to be replaced.
Okay.
Before you dispense. So you have the option of dispensing that formula with it, knowing that the canister needs to be replaced, or you can go ahead and replace the canister right before the formula. So
but it seems to me there is always a recording that tells you what to do. The machine is guiding you.
The machine talks a lot.
Oh, that's wonderful.
The
Yeah.
machine is perfect because it talks most of the time. Well, sometimes when you don't want it to, but it keeps you in line with everything that you need to do. And, that's what we want, because stylists might walk away and they might need to know something the machine's going to tell them.
Fantastic.
So the cleaning is necessary. For example, if you replace a canister, like right now, where I selected canister 9, if I go and remove that canister and I don't clean it when I replace the other one, it's not going to let me dispense. It's going to tell
You
me.
mean every time you replace a can, you have to clean the whole stuff?
Yes.
The whole thing?
The can. Just
Only,
one.
okay,
Just
only
one
the
can.
can, only the
The
can.
only time that we will be cleaning all canisters will be when it's the maintenance cleaning that we require for cans to be, clean, because we don't want the oxidation buildup in the nozzle.
How often is that cleaning?
Now, we suggest it every other day, assuming that this is a moderately busy salon. So it really depends. If the salon isn't as busy, then we want them the color is sitting longer. So they need they need to make those cans move. If the salon is busy, they can probably get away with extending that.
Several days, yes, okay.
Yeah, it's just to make sure that that's not going to be oxidized.
How is everybody comprehending that? Is that easy? Any questions, that we have can share?
It's a lot of information.
And Evelina, with those cans, also because they're inside a bag and valve, So there's no oxidation happening inside the can, right? We're only talking about a little bit that's in the nozzle.
Yes, it's just
Yeah.
the nozzle that gets trapped.
So the color's actually fresher.
The color is fresher.
The color's fresher than what I'd normally have in a bottle that maybe I've opened, used, and maybe air got in there. I cap it and I try to use it a couple days later. This is actually fresher color.
Yeah, there's no way for any oxygen to get in there, and so then it keeps your inventory still fresher because
Yeah.
you're not dumping color that oxidizes.
And
Exactly.
I see, you get the formula that the amount you want. So there is no waste of color here.
There is no waste of color.
There's always the perfect formula.
Yes.
And always, hopefully, the perfect results.
Well,
The desired level that we want, always there. I understand all formulas have been reviewed many times and tested many times, but we always say, use your professional judgment.
yes.
Because, going from like dark hair to a light blonde and all of that, what do you have? You have to pre-lighten the hair. And what do we pre-lighten? To how many levels of lightening? That depends on your next formula. But, the machine is going to help you, if you are using, your cell phone picture, camera, and simulating all of that, that makes life easy for every hair colorist. Even somebody who doesn't know color can trust the formula if they know how to use the machine. Somebody from beauty school out the first day, they don't make mistakes. So this is really perfect. We never have to redo hair color. It's always the right formula, the right results,
Yes.
if you follow
You
instructions.
follow instructions. So, and on that, we do have these notifications in there that the stylist still has to know the basics. It still has to be very familiar with the color theory, and that is the only way that someone's going to learn, right? But if there is any question, the machine will have, the application does have a question mark on the upper right-hand corner of the main screen. I'll show you in a minute. And right there, we're going to have a link so the stylist will be able to see any frequently asked questions. If they need to refer to our manual, it'll be in the application will have our manual in there. So if there needs to be a reference, that's going to be there as well.
Okay, Dixie, what is the most exciting about this machine? You're,
I guess they're going to see so many opportunities with this, not only if you have multiple stylists within your salon. As we all know, being salon owners, a lot of times hairdressers don't show up, right? I have a clientele that needs to be taken care of. Everything's in there. I can go to that client's profile and pull it up, and my business can keep going. I think as far as the return on investment, I think it's going to be fantastic.
all right. What other opinion that y'all like about it? What is most exciting about this?
I think the most exciting thing about it is that it can talk to you and it's very innovative. So I think that's great.
Very
If
good.
my hairstylist has something like that, I will be super happy because he's on top of the technology.
The client has confidence, in the machine and the stylist, and the colorist, absolutely. Double assurance. Yes?
But not wasting so much color because I think that's a big thing in the salon. A lot of stylists hurry up and eyeball formulations and then we waste color.
Yeah, you're right. You leave the bottle open and it oxidizes. You leave the peroxide open, oxidizes. Too much waste. There is no waste here. Lots of savings. That's really very good for every salon. We're business people. We need to save on that, definitely. And, really environmental. Everything is recyclable here. All the cans are recyclable. You don't have to worry about so much inventory. It's very simple inventory here.
And less waste going into the trash.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Recycle.
less room for you don't have to take up a lot of room with your counters too. For the,
So all what you need is a counter to sit it in, where it's steady, doesn't move,
yes,
and connect to Wi-Fi.
good Wi-Fi.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it. That's simple.
That would help.
Yeah, and I understand if there is any challenge, somebody in Florida, they just can Zoom and we can from Houston fix it. You can fix it any place in the world. You can fix it in Europe, from here in Europe, any machine. Just Zoom and show the stylist which button do they have to, push on that?
Okay, can I show real quick another little feature about this that I haven't shown you guys? So what we did with Mr. Farouk right now was a simulation, and that is what we call formulator mode. That's where you find the suggested formulas that we have tested. The other thing that we can do here for stylists that know exactly what they want to do, and they want to do their own thing, they can go to manual mode under the same client actually, and they'll be able to, from there, to select a color, whatever color they want. From there, from there, they select their color. They select the amount here, you're dispensing, so you can increase that up to 3 ounces. And you can do the same thing with the developer. You have all your developers here. You select your developer, the amount that you want for that. And if you need to make adjustments to add depth to your color or any additives, you have them here. So you can add up to 3 additives and adjustments, and you have, for those, you also have different measurements or different amounts. Again, coming from 1/60th of an ounce up to 1 ounce. Then you're able to do the same thing that we did with Mr. Farouk's formula. We select the stylus and we dispense. And when you're ready, you do the same thing. So from there, I can tell you that you can still do your demi and semi from here. You're able to still dispense your clear. You can still go and use your color lock treatment and add it to your formula. You'll be able to follow through the same way that we have taught our Shine Shades colors. This is exactly the same. We're just using a lot of math to make all of these formulas work to make thousands more and then some. So that's pretty much it on the machine. The other things that you'll see later in other videos will be how easy it is to do the maintenance and clean the machines, removing the compartments to do your maintenance on that. Everything is removable. You have access to the machine on both sides. You have access here, and you also can have access to these little trays here that are inside that catch any color that drips from the canisters themselves. So the other thing that we would like to show you is the kit that will come with the machines.
Very good. Very exciting. What do y'all think, guys? Yeah. Come on, more excitement, maybe. Yeah. So, Evelina.
Yes, sir.
This is really simple. There is the color chart. All what I need to know what my color is and the color of my choice. If that is the color I want, then it'll show me on my hair. If I want to change a color, I put another color on and decide which. Once you decide what's your color, all what you need, push a button and it will mix the formula for you and give it to you.
That's it.
Wow, couldn't be easier than that. This is like a miracle machine, and you have your own factory in your own salon. Okay, no waste, fresh color all the time. I love color, and I know everybody loves color, and that's the way to make money, not to waste color, but to make money with color. Thank you very much. This is a simple class. And any question, what do y'all think? Are we excited about that? Yes. Okay.